Oh shoot. Hey y'all, what's going on? I ain't see y'all there. I don't know about y'all, but y'all, when I tell you I'm still like trying to come off of that Jill Scott and Erykah Badu versus battle on IG Live, yo, I'm still like I still feel the peace and the love and the soul that's just emanating my body because just the music and the vibes and feeling and the emotions behind it all was just so damn good. It was so powerful. It was like a calming sensation, like a calmness that we really needed during this pandemic. It was something major for the culture, man. We need more of it because this is definitely something that hip hop and R&B and soul is seriously lacking nowadays. Y'all, just the creativity behind the lyrics, type of mind frame that they had to be in just to put those combinations of words so eloquently and so beautifully on the paper, just so charismatic, so relatable, so deep, the words, and just their sense of spirit, like in the mind that they were writing from. Like, yo, I aspire to be that chill, that dope, that creative, that versatile. In a world where there's just such a demand for us to do, they told us that it was important to just be, to just let things flow naturally, just to let the power of creativity move through you so that you can reach out and touch somebody else. They taught us that creativity is super, super, super important. Creativity is the way, creativity is the future. Now, I wish artists of today would get back into that mind frame and actually be artists and actually want to improve upon your craft and not let their artistry be simply just a novelty, something that they don't take seriously, man. A lot of artists nowadays, it's just a machine behind them. There's no soul in the music. They don't care about their music. They just care about numbers. They don't care about the message they putting out. They just care about fame. They just care about notoriety. They just care about the money. And unfortunately, it's those things that we see, which a lot of these mainstream artists are not going to last forever. They're not going to have that legendary status like both these two beautiful, amazing women. Because there's no effort into their projects. There's no actually sitting down, taking the time to create something out of love and create something out of just pure energy, just what they're going through. A lot of this now is fake. A lot of this now is just demeaning. A lot of it just makes no sense. And unfortunately, a lot of consumers eat that up. So what does it say about the consumers who consume us? Y'all mind is in the wrong place. Like, y'all, do y'all remember what it was like to actually go outside and go and enjoy life outside? Like, go outside and play, go outside and read, go outside and just chill and vibe out with your homies, with the block. Pre-corona, I'm talking about like the early 2000s. I know, especially in New York, yo, we actually liked going outside. The lit stuff always happened outside. You would just sit on the stoop and just chat it up for hours. You feel me? Like, where did that go? Like, we would go outside and we would make up stupid dances and stupid routines and stuff like that, and that was hot. Where did that go, yo? I've been missing that. I really do miss those days. I think that the 2000s era was definitely the last of a good era. Sheesh. The 80s were cool, the 90s were hot, but I think 2000s were definitely a lot of amazing things came out of the 2000s era. But sadly, we don't see that anymore. Sadly, it's like people don't care. Art is simply not what it used to be. Art is now about competition. It's not even about collaboration anymore. Back in the days, you had a lot of artists that liked to collaborate with one another. Now it's just beef upon more beef upon more beef. Ugh. Now it's about having a macho bravado persona instead of about freaking art. Where did the art go? But that was right there. That was just the personification of the divine feminine energy of just being soulful, nurturing, caring, empathetic, creative, just going with the flow instead of just being rigid, hard, straight laced. It reminds us that in a chaotic world, it's important to just be. And everything doesn't have to be so daggone rigid. Like, I really have to laugh at people who say that creativity is not important and things like the arts aren't important, so those should be like the first programs that should be cut in schools. I laugh. I laugh because creativity always has been the way, and creativity is the future. The future belongs to the creative. Reason why we have a lot of the comforts that we have today. Do you know that it's because of creative people? Why you're able to watch this on your phone right now? Why you're able to have a phone and have a TV and have a camera and a laptop and all of these things that you own? It took somebody's mind to visualize something and something that people needed or wanted. Figure out a means of which to make it from imaginary to reality. They literally had to sit here, think, figure out a way to produce, and just let it flow until they ended up with an end result. Do you know that's creativity? Creativity is one of the most powerful energies that we can have. And we abuse it or ignore it. And that's why a lot of us are miserable. We're all taught that we should throw away our creative gifts. And as we see now, it's really your creative gifts that make you more money than anything else. It's your creative gifts that have the ability to touch people and the ability to reach and help people. Who's winning right now economically? Creatives in this era. People who see that there is a need for something else and a way to do it differently. It's those people who are winning. But you can try to slam them all you want to and scoff down on them and say that it's not important, but you're going to need them one day and you're going to need one of their products or services. But I understand why you do it. I understand that you only do it because somebody killed your dream. It's okay. It's okay. But we will carry on the torch for you. No matter how hard people tried to beat the creativity out of me, obviously it didn't work. It didn't work. And that battle, that versus battle, left me with a couple of good nuggets. Jill Scott said something that really stuck to me. And she said something along the lines of, you have a lot of good artists out there, a lot of great artists out there that never feel comfortable enough releasing their work. But what we have to understand is that whenever we write something down, whenever we have an idea and we have a concept and we bring it into fruition, it no longer belongs to us. Yes, it's your artwork. Yes, it's something that you created. Yes, it's something that you designed. But once you release it, it no longer belongs to you. It belongs to everybody. It is something that is for everybody. You didn't create your art for you. You used your life and your struggle and your pain and your idea to paint the picture. But you didn't create it for yourself. You created it to share with other people. And sometimes we like to get in our own heads. We like to think that, oh, our work is not good enough.
Oh, I'm sensitive about my stuff, so I don't want people to critique it because it's so personal to me.
Yes, I get it. But all of those are barriers, mental barriers, that prevent you from creating a good product. I firmly believe that everybody was born talented. Everybody was born with some type of gift. Some type of God-given gift. Everybody was born with. Everybody has that's innate with them. But unfortunately, a lot of the times we lose that creative edge due to socialization and due to society believing that those things don't matter. Oh, it's just a hobby, just downplaying these types of things. But what if we thought of it as it's God's will for us to have a particular type of talent? It's God's will for us to have this talent so that we can reach other people. But most of us end up not fulfilling this talent because we were taught or socialized and made to think that, oh, it's not important.
Oh, your art is not important. It's cute, but it can't make you a living. Oh, you can sing a little do-re-mi. Everybody want to be a singer.
Now, don't get talent confused with skill. A talent is something that naturally comes from you and naturally flows through you. You don't have to try hard in order to do it. A talent is something that comes easy. It's not something that should come forced or you feel like it's something that you have to do. But a skill, on the other hand, a skill is something that is not innate to you, that you have to develop in order to get good at it. Now, you could be talented in one realm, like talented as an artist, like you can draw, but in order to be a better artist, you need to refine your skills. You need to learn the techniques as it pertains to your art. That's different. But overall, it should be clear that your talent is art. Your talent is visual drawing, visual painting. Now, let me tell you what talent is not. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, having a talent is not riding a wave because it's popular. It's not doing something that's trending just because everybody is doing it. Like a lot of these YouTubers being rappers now, 99% of y'all should stop. Like right now. Your rhymes are horrible. Your wordplay is trash. Y'all voice ain't even suited for rapping. Like, no, stop. Everybody should not be a rapper. Everybody should not be a musician. Your talent is finding specifically what works for you. And it's okay if what's popular nowadays doesn't work for you. You can't try to force something that doesn't fit. That's not what a talent is. And don't just do it for the money. Do it because your heart is really in it. Unfortunately, a lot of people nowadays are in the music business. They don't really care about their music. They don't really care about their artistry. They don't care. They don't care about their craft. And it really, really, really does show. It shows with their mediocre music. It shows with their lackluster albums or mixtapes. It shows in the lack of albums that we have nowadays. The lack of pride that people take in their work. Like, can we just take pride in our work? I would never produce something that was half-assed and try to give it to you. That's disrespectful to y'all who spend so much of your hard-earned money supporting these people just for them to give you a half-assed experience, just for them to give you a half-assed album. I mean, to me, it just doesn't work. If we get back into the framework of what an artist is, who an artist is, and how we can develop our artistry, I think we can do a better job at achieving more balance, and especially in the quality of work that we produce. Because art is something that is selfless. Art is supposed to be an expression of life. Art is supposed to be a visual representation of how we feel, our experiences, our encounters, and how we can share that amongst the community. You, as an artist, are just simply the vessel to which God is moving through you so that you can produce a product. I think if we put ourselves and we put our souls back into our art, especially as it pertains to music, we would produce better music. And if we produce better music, I think that we could easily produce a better mindset amongst our generation, because people listen to music that resonates with them, and people subconsciously receiving the messages through music. And if we look at the collective message that a lot of our music is sending to our people, what type of message you think people gonna be receiving, and how are people going to be acting? Well, how are people acting because of the messages in music? I'm just saying. We kind of need to do a 180 and bring things back to the way they used to be. We have to look at talent differently. Talents, I feel, are gifts that are given to you so that you can inspire others, you can teach others, you can reach others, other people can reach and connect to you, and it positively impacts their life. I feel like if you don't capitalize off your gifts and talents, you're not doing the Lord's work. There is no way in the world that you could be doing the Lord's work if you're not capitalizing off of your talents. And I'm glad that more people are waking up to see that, yes, we know that there's been a conventional way that we've been taught how things should be as it pertains to our work, but gifts and talents can get us further too. We don't just have to rely on one way of thinking, one way of living. We can rely on another way as well. Those gifts and those talents should not just be kept to yourself. what do you do with a gift? You don't keep a gift for yourself. You give a gift to other people. So your talent is your gift that it is your obligation and your duty to give to other people. You be a blessing to others. That way you will be blessed. At least I think that's how that works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. You receive blessings mainly by being a blessing to other people. The next time somebody tries to shame creatives and try to slam us and try to say that, oh, it's not important, you just spin them around and show them everything that's in front of you and say that without creativity, you wouldn't have any of it. Boom. But y'all don't hear me though.